Food News and Reviews, man. We back with another one.
Damn right, man. We
Let's
got to
get it.
talk about Mysonne versus Troy Ave. Both the diss tracks is out.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and debate on which one was better. Talk about some strengths, some weaknesses. Let's really just take a closer look at the damn diss tracks. Now, I don't know if I should ask you for your opinion straight out, which one you think was better.
We talking about
Okay,
the my son. Yeah,
let's do it like this. We're going to start off with Mysonne and Troy Ave, right? Later on, we're going to get the three finger whack, but we're going to start off with Mysonne and Troy Ave. Now, on a scale from 1 to 5,
okay.
My 5 would be like, Drake back to back, what he dissed Meek, or Tupac hit him up type. Like, that's like, I feel like our top level diss tracks, you know what I'm saying? And 1 is just totally whack. I ain't gonna mention nobody. So just to give you a what I'm saying, 5 being the highest, the best diss tracks you ever heard, 1 being the worst. What would you rate Mysonne's track?
This and I rated 3.
A 3?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you said that because you kind of where I'm at. I'm at 3.5.
Okay.
I'm at 3.5. So we can get into it. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about what you liked. I'll start off. You know what I'm saying? I like the way that Mysonne started off the track where he was talking about we trying to save the kids while you poisoning the hood boy. I like how he came as like he came with that mature type of perspective, like he's talking to a little nigga. That kind of resonated with somebody like me, being that I'm a man of a certain age at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really too much with the dumb shit. I thought the visual was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just looked crispy. Looked like he put a little something into it. A lot of brand recognition, How was your first perception of the track? How'd you feel about it?
I mean, it was politically correct. Like he wasn't really coming at him, so it was kind of like he was just saying some things, and but he was trying to be nice. So
Trying to be
it was
nice?
like I don't say trying to be nice, but he wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
He
at one
wasn't.
point he said he's not looking for no beef. So it was
Yeah.
kind of like,
So
I thought that was good though. One of the things I like about diss tracks, I feel like usually the nigga who acts like he's mad first loses. So I like that Mysonne didn't come across as if he was mad. It was just like, yo, I ain't even mad. I'm just trying to teach you. I like that vibe about the track. And I like how he kind of took Troy Ave's model where he was like, the internet's a myth, my nigga. The streets is not. You know what I'm saying? I like that because a lot of people got like a little problem with that saying. I think there's truth in it. He kind of straw manned it a little bit. We know what Troy Ave was trying to say when he said the streets is a myth. Maybe the facade that people are trying to live up to, the morals that we've been taught in the streets, maybe they're not 100% sound. But Mysonne was just letting them know, like, maybe these internet antics is really what should be looked at as a myth. People trying to act like something that they're not. That's what he was trying to attack. That Troy Ave is not a gangster and this is just an act.
yeah. I mean, I think he got that point across, but the fact that he came out with the song first,
Yeah.
The fact that
got
he
first
came out with
blood.
the song first, right? It's like he jumped out there when I don't know if he should have, but hey, because you was being nice with it. So, but hey,
Whoa! He wasn't being nice to Troy Ave. He hates Troy Ave. You remember?
yeah,
You
he
remember when he
hates
was
it,
talking
but
about that story about Troy
beloved,
Ave said
yeah,
that Troy Ave said that Mysonne photobombed the picture. He was like, "Yeah, I took a picture with Raekwon. I look at the
yeah,
picture. This thing in the picture. How you got my picture, though? How you fuck?" Like, that was funny as fuck to me. Like,
yeah.
Mysonne was like, "Bro, what are you talking about, dog? Like, why would you even say something like that?" But it was funny, whether it's true or
Y'all
not.
got to check that video out, man. We posted that too. That was
Man, that
dope.
shit was hilarious. But I like I
To
like the
me,
track. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I think it was a solid. He's a lyricist, so as far as
Definitely.
rap, he got the lyricist to battle with about anybody because he
Yeah,
gonna be able to get off what he want to
let's
say.
let's get that straight.
Yeah, let's straighten his
Mysonne
name.
overall is a better rapper in my opinion.
I ain't
Don't
gonna
mean
go
like
that far.
every. Well, I'm gonna go
He's a
that far.
better lyricist.
This is my opinion. Mysonne is the better rapper of the two. Doesn't mean that every Mysonne track is better than Troy Ave tracks. And I
Troy Ave
agree with
makes
what you're
better
saying that
music. Yeah,
he's the better lyricist. Um,
Troy Ave
uh,
got a better flow. Troy Ave got more charisma.
okay,
He's just a. I get what you're saying, but I can't oversee that to what Troy. You get what I'm saying? It's like
no, I'm with you. I'm with
he's
you.
a
I like.
lyricist to me. Like he can put words together in a nice, professional way on beat
I'll give you
and
that. I'll give
speak
you that.
his piece. But if I'm talking about creating a song, having a flow and having charisma with it, I don't think he just seems like he don't got it because it's too. I don't know. It's just like
He's a little awkward. Like even if you look at the way he's moving right here in the video,
it's like no like
I don't know.
charisma. It's like
It just
robotic. You get what I
yeah. I
mean?
didn't. I it just looked a little bit. I'm just being critical now. I like the video overall, but I did look at that. I'm like, I don't know. He didn't really look that cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the look of the video, but the dude there, it's just like they could have seen
I
like
mean, he's
they was a
50
little
years
stiff.
old, bro. What you mean?
I just felt like they was a little stiff.
He's 50. I
My son
mean,
not 50, is
man,
he?
my son is 50, man.
Damn.
Him and me.
Damn. So okay, I don't want to stay on this too long. I'm gonna say
Let,
I'm gonna say the
let's go
part
to
that I thought
Troy
was
Ave.
just
Oh, go
well,
ahead.
I want to say the part that I thought was the strongest when my son was like, see, the internet gonna hype you. They don't do no fact checking, no references. They don't ask questions. On Instagram, you could just be fake comfortably. On YouTube, you dudes is anyone you want to be. Why you come for me? Because I was speaking honestly. You a comedian, dog. Should do comedy. Because I honestly laughed too when I seen you on the stand with that double-breasted suit on, raising up your hand. I'm like, ain't that new Pop? Who took a nigga gun, ran through the club, then blew shots? Now he a victim and a witness. It's a new plot. Oh, you ain't want to go to do the time for them 2 blocks. That I think was a strong little run he went on right there.
Yeah, he's gonna lyrically say what he can say
I
and
I
put it together.
I,
Yes,
I thought it
he's
was on
that.
point. That was just my little highlight. I ain't gonna drag it, you know what I'm saying? Now we gonna stop there and now we're gonna address your boy Troy Ave, Roland Collins. And for
Why you
anybody,
calling the man by
for
his
anybody who wants
government
to see
like that?
that, go ahead and check out Mysonne the General. That's his YouTube page. The track is called Mysonne. It's by Mysonne. It's called Roland parentheses Troy Ave. It ain't all about the money. Now we're gonna go into Troy Ave's song. Now I'm gonna start it off like I started the other one. On a scale from one to five.
Big screen it for us
Okay.
on the
On a scale
scale
from
of
1 to 5, what are you saying about this one?
4.
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, this is that old school classic. This is this gave me throwback vibes. you know,
Let me see, man.
I mean, my song thing, he came, but I guess the beat he went on and the fact that he kind of got the voice like 50, it was like, he's checking all the boxes and he's lyrically with it. He ain't as lyrical as my son, but he definitely is getting off what he want to say. So he ain't that far behind lyrically from what he's saying and how I remember a line he said, uh, he was actually talking about Mano. He said he'll go in your couches and look for loose change.
Yeah, he said Mano search your couch and steal the loose change, and even referred to Mano as a roach. before we get too far ahead, as far as 1 to 5, what I would rate Troy Ave's track, I ain't want to do this, my boy, but I'm gonna say his is 3.52 though. I don't really think anybody really got the best of the other one though.
What?
Nah, I don't think
That's
so.
crazy.
I don't think so. I think this one, now if we're just talking about the song, now
I
if you
mean,
talk
you're a
about if you talking
taxi
about
robber. I mean, this man is kind of called. Look, this is
okay,
why. This is the reason. Okay,
all right,
the fact of what my son is saying to me is basically trying to call a man a rat. He
okay,
trying to call a man a snitch. Okay, and
mm-hmm.
that's kind of debatable in this situation.
Okay,
It's up to anybody's jurisdiction on how they politics is in the hood. But when we talk about him as a taxi robber, this is actual facts. He actually went to jail for this. So the melody of the song, I gotta look at how 50 came out with Window Shopper. I gotta look at the creativity, and I gotta give him a point on this, man. It's legit, and it's a taxi robber. It's like,
okay, I
damn.
get you. I get you. Now, my son did rob taxis. Let's not act like robbing people is something that we're looking down at in the hip hop community. Yeah, he robbed some taxi drivers. I don't think that it was a honorable thing to do. He didn't make much money. We know that the paperwork's out there. He had to split like $100 between 3 niggas or whatever it was. It looked bad. I'm not shooting him no bail for that. The taxi drivers that he robbed, it seemed like they had the same nationality, and it wasn't good, but it's something in somebody's past. He did the time for it. He's able to rehabilitate from that. So if you're trying to combine, like it seems like you're trying to compare, like what would I rather be, a debatable snitch or a taxi robber? I get you, but my side is not a taxi robber. Still, he's bringing up old shit. My side was addressing shit that Troy Ave got right now. He's around here acting like he won. That's his whole thing. I won, and my son said it best. What the fuck you won, dog? I mean, a mother lost her son, dog. Your homeboy got killed. Your whole shit, you making
Bro,
a joke
in
of
the
it.
battlefield, no, we can't listen.
You can't. And I'm gonna do what I want to do. You do what you do. I'm saying that shit didn't really hit that hard for me. Now, look, I'll agree with
So
you.
you
Troy
think
Ave
it,
had a better melody. The beat selection was better to me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like
right?
my son's beat selection, but Troy Ave came hard with the beat too. He is like a little 50, so it fit him, and I like his flow better. I thought it was funnier, his track. It made me laugh, but the lyrics weren't as good. It didn't have as much substance, and it wasn't as focused on my son as my son was focused on him. Now, my son did bring up 6ix9ine, a little shot or whatever, a little stray, but it seemed
Yeah.
like he stayed on Troy Ave for the whole song. And Troy Ave was kind of like his attention was scattered. He brought up Casanova. He brought up, as he refers to him, Junkie Joe. He brought up Mano. It wasn't like, just dedicated to him. So that's why I was like, I like the fact that my song focused on him. It's about you.
Yeah, that's only one who talking about him, so he don't got much other people. But uh
He could have talked
he
about a lot
does.
of people.
I
You
mean,
got
I
beef
don't
with
know
those
of no
people.
beef. Well, okay, if he do, but we know of Troy Ave, he's these guys are saying things about him, so that's what
Uh,
he decided to do.
Another criticism
I ain't gonna criticize him for that. Go
another
ahead.
criticism, right? Where I even, part of me wants to give it to my son. I'll go with my son. Fuck it. Another thing, this video, he didn't really put too much effort into this video. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like he made this on his phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm being critical. I don't need too much. My standards are not really high in matters of what the video looks like in this tracks, but my son's video is better. It looks better. This looks like something he put on his phone, like he just threw up there. Yeah. I wasn't that impressed with the video. You like the video?
I think the melody and everything was dope. I mean, the video, he
I'm
just
asking you about the video, cuz you bring up the melody.
yeah, cause I mean the video. I mean, I wasn't nothing.
It wasn't nothing special.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing special. It
Okay,
wasn't
I'm
like,
glad we
but
could be objective about that. I did uh I did laugh more at Troy Ave's track though. I ain't gonna lie, dog. When he said that, when he said my son there had the $50 for the bus ride, he was waiting outside the Apollo, waiting to give Troy Ave a high five. That shit is funny, you know what I'm saying? But it's like
Right.
I've been broke before, you know what I'm saying? So it's really nothing for my son to be ashamed of if he was broke and he wanted to meet Troy Ave. Troy Ave was popping at the time. They from the same city. I mean, you mad when people hate on you. I felt like they was hating on Troy Ave a lot in New York. This is somebody who wasn't hating on you. You claim that he photobombed your picture. You claim that he waited out inside of the Apollo in a dirty ass jacket to give you high five. It seems like he started off as a cool dude, and you're coming at the man sideways. Now he has reason to. My son has been very critical of Troy Ave. I ain't acting like Troy Ave is innocent in all of this, but I'm just saying the stuff that he's bringing up is funny, but it don't stick like the stuff that
To
my
me,
son
it
was
definitely
saying about
stick.
him.
To make me, it's like he already beefing with Mano, and Mano got caught, with the chain gate situation. So it
Oh,
just
we got to talk about the change. That's where I got to give it to Troy Ave, man. Notice Troy Ave. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has Troy Ave ever admitted that he was wearing a fake chain?
no,
Did he ever admit that that was his chain?
no.
That to me is genius because nigga, that could be a. I'm just saying, like, if he never says it, we don't know if that was Troy Ave's chain. Troy Ave could have lost his chain that night. Mano could have got another chain and tried to like orchestrate this whole thing. And then if it is his chain, you stole it from a crime scene. You can get in trouble for that. You've admitted to it online. That was dumb. And you said that the guy was cool with you and you kept it for 7 years. Everybody's looking at you like, really? Like, and then another point, he didn't just keep the chain for 7 years. He did not just keep the chain for 7 years. He was cleaning it, polishing it, keeping it in good conditions because a fake chain after 7 years will tarnish and turn on you. He took
That
care of
looked
that
it
chain.
perfectly right. It looked it like it was 100. It didn't look fake at all.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, he brought that up and that was hard hitting. But like I said, some of the best parts of the track, that's why I give it to my son. Some of the best parts of this track to me was when he was talking about other people. You know, he called Casanova a snitch. He probably referred to Texon as a snitch. I ain't put that as a note, but the fact that he called Casanova a snitch and just hit him with a stray, that was I like that. I like how vicious that was. You know what I'm saying? Like he came
yeah,
for everybody.
I think that just because Mano is like he's looked at as now as a thief, a klepto, and he's putting my son in that too because you was a a cab driver robber. So it's
Um.
like bummy robbers. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
like
yeah.
like low like $5 robbers. It's like
Yeah.
the worst kind of
Yeah.
scumbags to have around. Like you gotta
Oh
watch
yeah.
them.
I
You
don't like
know?
niggas like that, dog. Poor ass niggas want to rob people, always want to get physical, think that you special because you'll get violent, you know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is we keep talking about that like my son did that yesterday. It's funny. He should have brought it up. But it happened. He did 7 years from it. It seems like he learned from that. I think
Bro,
what was more
yes,
hard
but
hitting, listen, what was more hard hitting was him calling my son a fake activist
uh,
when he was like, "Oh, let's go get locked up." That was
yeah,
funny to me because people do question my son's
authenticity.
integrity. If he's being genuine with this whole boycott black murder thing. Yeah, like that was a good point to strike at, you know what I'm saying? Because I am a little bit on the fence about my son's activism. I think his heart might be in the right place, but this is a point of contention for me. Like when we're talking about the mottos, Troy
Yeah,
Ave's motto, right? God is great and my paper straight. My son's motto that he ended his video with was boycott black murder. I don't I kind of I'm not crazy about either one of those lines, but let's talk about boycott black murder. Do you think that black people murder people because they're black, my son?
Right. That's a good question.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like black people are probably murdering people because they're in the same hood. They're within close proximity. So if we're boycotting black murder, should we kill people of other races?
Hmm.
I mean, shouldn't we maybe boycott murder? Like, why are we just boycotting black murder? You know?
Yeah, well, maybe he meant boycott murder, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. That seems
Yeah,
that's
try to explain it to me. Try to make it
extreme.
make sense
Yeah,
to me.
I want to, but it's like, why would you, just boycott the murdering in the urban communities, man? And I mean, that would have sounded better off, but
Yeah, and the God is great in my paper straight. It sounds fly, but it's like my whole thing with Troy Ave, he makes it seem like he's God's chosen one and like God has protected him and the people
oh
that
my
I
gosh,
don't
it's
like when
this
people get
rap
on him,
though, bro.
though. You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
listen. My whole thing is
Yeah.
he's marketing, he's
Mhm.
rapping. We can't get into what he think of himself, because it's like you should think highly of yourself no matter what you're rapping. You got to put on a persona. This is a business, this is a character. Troy Ave isn't his real name. Troy Ave is a character.
So you don't think he thinks God is great and his paper is straight?
Yeah, but I'm saying, when to go into judging a man on his marketing persona, it's just like, you know
I'm gonna judge him on that. I think it's magical thinking. I think if you think that when somebody wrongs you and something happens to them that's wrong, you think that that's like karma. You think God punished them because they're against you. To me, that's a problem. That's magical thinking. I think that's like part of the problem that's wrong with niggas. It's like when people think that they're compatible with somebody because they got the same astrological sign or some shit. I'm against that kind of shit. I like logic and reason and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when he gets on
okay.
that angle, and that's kind of what he pushes with the God is great about paper straight. Like, I'm a good Christian and everything I'm doing is like within, I don't like that. And he's a Trump supporter. So it's like his that Fox News Christian type of vibe, it triggers me a little bit. So I was just comparing the
Mm.
slogans, you know what I'm saying? To me, Troy Ave is a Fox News Christian. That's just my perception of it.
You don't think my son is a Christian?
He might be, but Troy Ave is a Fox News Christian. He's a Trump supporter type of guy.
Oh.
Nothing against you. I know you support Trump. You my guy, but that's something I could be critical of, when it talks about how it affects me. And this is all
Never
subjective, what I'm
supported
saying?
Trump. Yeah.
Different music hits people differently. So none of us is wrong, but I'm going with my son and you going with Troy Ave for the better diss track.
Yeah. I'm going with Troy Ave all day, man. Troy Ave been
Fair
dropping
enough. So y'all
bangers.
chime in on the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Am I tweaking? Does Bobby have the right idea? What would you rate the track on 1 to 5? Y'all chime in. Let us know, man.
Peace.